Welcome. This is Buffy Carney, and I would like to congratulate you, first of all, on taking the first step in cultivating a loving, empowering, and exciting new relationship with yourself. My intention with this course is to share with you the simple techniques that will connect you to your own inner power. Becoming aware of and connecting to the source of life within is just the first step in a soul's journey. So congratulations. I am honored to walk with you now. We are so caught up in our lives that we completely forget how to be happy. We might not even know what makes us happy. The stress of life catches up to our dreams of the future. We may lose hope of ever having a better life. We start at a very young age, repeating negative things to ourselves again and again until we believe them. We make meaning from our lives by our experiences and how they make us feel. When you were very young, you were trying to make sense of the world around you, and your feelings were in charge. As you get older, this pattern of thinking was already set as your template on how you and your body would react every time that you felt that particular feeling. So when we look at our emotions from this perspective, then we can see that we would automatically seem to revert back to the age when that pattern of beliefs was first created in you each time that you feel that feeling. For example, when we see an angry adult throwing a temper tantrum, it seems pretty obvious at that moment they're acting like a child. So we, as the intelligent, mature adults that we strive to be, all that is whittled down to a frightened child as soon as those strong emotions show up, because they are unconsciously attached to some past experience. Thinking of it this way, obviously, it's a very disempowering relationship that we have with ourselves and with others in this way. And women in particular have been disconnecting themselves all their lives for centuries from their hopes or dreams. And in doing that, they disconnected themselves from their own power. Their own true desires were being unfulfilled. Women start ignoring their emotions, putting them aside, thinking they didn't matter, that everything else in their life mattered more. Their children, keeping a nice home, keeping it up for the Jones, so, everybody's worried about what everybody is thinking about each other. They're giving away their power to all these different sources. Women are very complicated beings. And through the generations before us, we have collectively learned their values. We have learned that our personal value depends on other people. It depends on our ability to care for people. And it depends on our sexual abilities and performance with men. Then it became a competition. We started to compete for men's attention, and that separated women. That was one of the first things that really changed society and how women react to each other. So up until now, you can probably see how these beliefs molded the society and how it really molds our lives and shapes us on a personal level. If women in the past wanted to be known for something or to make a change in this world, then the best thing that it was believed that she could do would be to marry a good man and have lots of children, create a nurturing home and loving, wonderful life for her family. It was her ability to create a nurturing home that would really create in her a feeling of self-worth. So that's what she did. But now, there's a different way of thinking for women. Because that way of thinking, when you think, is only caused. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I guess I was just gonna go into more detail about how women started to compete with each other to get anywhere in life. The masculine system that we see, that we operate on every day, was built on competition. When you stop and think about it, it was raising the bar to make it better all the time. But we as women weren't allowed to do that. There's only so much nurturing and love that you can give to your family, but then what? This seed of desire that was planted by our ancestors, the women that tracked down the trail before us, planted seeds of, women can do anything that they want to do, that's in their heart, that they wish to do. And, there is support out there if you know where to look. If you're looking in the right places, other women will show up to support you in different ways that you might not be used to. So now you can think about it as today the women of the world are at a crossroads. There's really no other time in history that it is showing up that's available to us today. More and more women are now realizing that they have more power than they could have ever imagined. That they've been living in quiet desperation when they don't have to. They're realizing that they have the power to choose. They have the power to create. They have the power to support themselves and find support in others when they need it. We are learning to ask. And when we ask for help, it shows up. We are also waking up to the fact as women that, you know what? My feelings and needs do matter. Just because somebody else doesn't understand the way we feel about something or feels differently about the same situation doesn't mean that what we feel doesn't count. Why is it we believe that our opinions aren't as important as someone else's? You have within you the power to choose whatever you want to choose. You can choose to believe someone else's opinion, or you can stand up for something else. You can stand up for your own. You can stand up for what you truly know and believe inside. You are strong and wise and intelligent and a caring, beautiful woman. And you do have access to unlimited support. There are other women just like you, thousands of them. Thousands of women waking up right now. And we're all in this together. So we We were not born to suffer or struggle like we have been. You're not born to have to live a life of meager existence, loneliness. This is a false belief if you think that way. If this is what you're experiencing, then you may be off course just a little bit. It's easy to get back on track. Because you were born to thrive. You were born to live, to fulfill your dreams. You were born to create, to enjoy, to have fun, to be loved, and to feel the excitement of each new day. That is the truth. So the most important step in this journey that you have chosen to cultivate a new relationship with yourself is to find the position of your center of gravity within your body. We know we are, mind, spirit, being, body, whatever. We know we are all these things. But it's not really been taught how to balance everything, to keep yourself together as a whole and operate life from this perspective. We've learned to think, solve problems, right? In school, our education system taught us how to remember things a certain way, in a structured way. So, since we were 4, 5, 6 years old, whatever age it was where you started to go to school, you were trained to think with your head, to center your concentration and focus in your mind. So now we are learning to come from a different place, okay? A place deep within inside of you instead. And it's not hard. It's only a simple shift in your awareness, and how you experience your own body. Just to shift your awareness from your mind to inside your body. Start with your heart. Do it now. You can do it at any moment in time. See that you are in your head trying to, make sense of everything at any moment in time. That's what your mind does. That's what it's supposed to do. It's good. It's supposed to find problems and fix them. Right now, we're going to let that go. This is about a different way of being. So even though it might seem foreign to you, just stick with it. It will become easier. There is a meditation attached here. I think I'll go through some of it with you now. What it is to help to activate this energy system inside of you. It's about a way of being connected to this part of you. And the activation we'll go through is to reset your emotional template. Is to start that process. And we'll also anchor it in. The activation will simply guide you, into a deeper, wiser center that is a part of you, just like your mind is a part of you, like your hand, like your heart, and it's an inner support system, and you'll learn how to access it anytime you choose. This energy system will support you and provide you with everything you need. So don't feel you're missing anything. Everything is perfect. And it will show up and feel to you just as it's supposed to.